Wait a second, wait a second. Yeah. Everybody just type in a hi in the comment section. Yeah. Hmm? What about the second question, by the way? X of n equal to n. Okay. Some questions are sketched and solved. Okay. Let's see. Some of them can be solved with the help of equations only. You can see these two questions. Okay. So the intention why I gave these questions was I wanted you to be able to draw a signal based on the equations. Okay. And many of you have tried. Very good. Okay. So and the trick is you draw x of n and x of minus n one below the other. So n equal to, what was it by the way? 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the right side. 1, 1, 1, and 1. Okay, up to 4 on the left side. Okay. I wanted you also to understand the difference between greater than equal to and greater than, less than equal to and less than. So when you draw x of minus n, again below it, so what's going to get? You are going to get this entire thing shifted on the left side, right? Okay. And once on this particular side. So many students, while adding, might have got little confused. So will somebody tell me what are we going to get here on this particular side? At 0 we get 0. At 1, will somebody tell me what we will get? At 1, will somebody tell me at 1
Two.
what we will get? We'll
2.
2 at 1. At 2 what we will get?
3.
At 2 we will get a 3. At 3 we will get a 4. At 4 we will get a 5.
5.
Okay. And similarly on the left side. Okay. Similarly on the left side also. Okay. And when you divide a 5 by 2, what's going to happen? Or for an even
2.5.
part, what's going to happen is 2 will become 1. Okay. This is 1. This is 2, right? Divided by 2. So this is going to become, this was 3. So this is 1.5. Okay. This is 1.5, then 2, and finally the last amplitude is 2.5. Okay.
Right.
This is where some students got confused, I get. Okay. They simply took it as the same values. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 2 added. Okay. That's where some of them might have got.
So how is it divided by 2? I didn't get that.
X(1) of t equal to x of t plus x of minus t divided by 2.
Yes, sir. The formula we have applied.
Plus x of minus t divided by 2. So what did you
Okay,
get
sir.
here? What is this particular thing? This is x of t plus x of minus t, right? What was the value here, by the way? This was 4. This was 1. So this is 5, then divided by 2. We are supposed to get 2.5.
2.5.
Yes. Okay. So similarly, this will be 4 divided by 2, 2. This will be 1.5. This will be 1. I have not checked. I checked the only 2 to 3. You have tried. Okay. But then some confusions. Anyway. Okay. Okay. Then what about the odd part, by the way? Odd part was not a, big deal, I guess. So 1 minus 1. So you would have started here onwards, right? This minus this. Okay. So did anybody know this? So what's going to happen for the odd part? So for the odd part, it is 1 minus 1. So this point is also 0. Then after 2 minus 1, then a 1, then a 2, then a 3. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3 divided by 2. Okay. So that means this is maximum value here is going to be 1.5 on the right side. 1.5 on the right side. On the left side, what's going to happen? Left side, what's going to happen? 1 minus 1. So initially 0 here, then the values 1, 2, and 3 divided by 2. Okay. So did most of you get this particular answer by the for the odd component? So the trick is, Ihab, did you get this particular thing? Who was supposed to answer part
Yes,
B? Inas. Ehab, right? You had
Sir,
this.
I
Yes,
did
sir.
part B.
You did part B. Yeah. Anybody else by
I
the
got
way?
this answer.
Who got Madhav? Which one did you get? Roshan, Vasudev. So did you get this answer by the way? Ehab, did you get this
Yes, sir.
answer? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I
So
got
I
this answer.
have asked you to attend the class with the same sheet which you have written, so that I want you to submit the corrected answers also. I want you to submit the corrected answers also. You cannot leave the mistakes just like that. Okay. Hmm? So that was the second one. So did you get this thing only, Ehab, by the way? Did you get this answer
Yes,
only?
sir.
Umayma,
Yes,
Aisha,
sir.
Umayma, is she there? Hmm? Okay.
No, sir, she's not there.
Okay. Okay.
Might not be.
Okay. Now this one, by the way, x of t equal to t. What was this, by the way? This was, you can see 0 to 1. It's a triangle. Is it?
Triangle.
It's a triangle on the right side. Then you have a odd part. You will have a triangle on the left side. So when you
Left side.
add both, so you will have two triangles.
Two triangles.
Sides, one on the left. Amplitudes 1 by 2.
Yes, sir. 1/2.
1 by 2. And for the second case, it is going to be triangle on the right, inverted triangle on the
Inverted triangle on the left.
okay. Okay, so that was that. Then what was the next thing? Yeah, this was that a very interesting question. You can see in one of them, both the sinusoids individually they are periodic only. Okay, we know continuous time sinusoids are periodic only. But when you can see here, the period, the pi is missing, whereas in second one there is a pi coming. And when you take the LCM and one of the term includes a pi, that is when things become difficult. Okay. So if at all the period of the first one is 2 and the period of the second one is 3, then together the period can be given as 6. This is easy. But when one of the term is containing a pi, then it becomes difficult. That is when the signals, the combination may not be periodic. Okay. So this one here. So who got this? Ihab, what was your conclusion by the way? Cos t plus
They
sine.
are aperiodic.
Hmm? What was
They
your
are aperiodic.
I thought, we have discussed this thing in the classroom also, and a similar question was there in Hiking, right? The solution manual. You have a pi in both of them, then it is fine. Okay. But then if at all you do not have pi in both, or you have pi in one and doesn't have it in both, then it may be aperiodic. Okay. It may be aperiodic. It's a special case. Okay. This is a special case where your LCM thing, you cannot write a pi for a combination. Okay. So that was that. Second one, by the way, second one was easy. There is pi here. This is also periodic.
Yes, sir. Second.
This is also periodic.
Second one was periodic.
You have to represent them as a sum of two sinusoids. Okay. You cannot straight away go with those cos A, sin A, cos B. You have to apply a sin A, cos B formula and represent
Yes, sir.
as a sum of two sinusoids. Then only you have to find the individual periods. Then you take LCM. I think this was, we have done something similar, right? We have done something similar, and it will also be periodic only. Okay. There was no trick there. Okay. Then what about the third one? What about the third one? So here I have, what was this? -1 + 1, -1 + 1, right? So
Yes, sir.
this most of you got correctly 1 watt, right?
Yes, one word, sir.
Okay. So this one is +1 -1 plus alternate. So this is periodic. So periodic means power. If at all you had written energy, find their average power and total energy. Total energy of a power signal is infinity. Okay. That's what I expected you guys to write. And as far as this is concerned, the power of this should be 0. Okay. That also could have written. By the way, did anybody get a confusion here as to what this thing is? Looked like an H, right? Nobody asked me. So what did you conclude? Inas, what did you thought this was? X of t.
Sir, I took amplitude 4.
You took amplitude 4. Okay, okay. It was a box. Okay. It was a box from -4 to +4, right? No, no, no.
-1 to 1,
So
sir.
-1 to +1, no?
Yes, 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 yeah. Yes. So -1 to +1. Height was 4. Okay, height was 4. So how many could integrate this? And what was the answer of integration, by the way? Squared
Sir,
and
32 joules. I got 32 joules. It's an energy
32.
signal.
32. Anybody else, by the way? Nutan, which group you had got, by the
The
way?
Nutan was A.
Shreya.
Group A.
Shreya, which group?
B, sir.
What did you get, by the way, for this? What did you get?
32
Oh,
joule.
it was, how did you integrate, by the way? Did you integrate from -1 to +1?
-1 to 1. Yes, sir.
-1 to +1,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And 4
Yes, sir.
square, right?
4 square.
4
Yes, sir.
square. So,
I used the formula.
okay, and you ended up getting 4 square.
32 joules.
Ended up getting 32.
16 minus of 16. 16
Okay.
minus.
So, yeah, makes sense, right? So, 32 joules. Was it a power signal or energy signal? Periodic, right?
Energy signal, sir. Power was 0.
Energy signal. So, whenever I ask for energy signal, you should write power as 0. You should have written power as 0. Okay. So then there was this question. Was there anything tricky here? So as I told you, whenever there is a shifting and scaling involved, you can see this also contains a scaling by factor -1. This definitely contains scaling by factor 2. First you have to shift, then you have to scale. But the 2 to 3 papers which I valued, there seemed to be confusion, and they seem to do scaling first and then shifting. Do they give same answers or they give different answers? Let us see. This was done, by the way. X of 2t, most of you got this thing correct. 2t means the entire thing compressed, -0.5 to 0.5. Okay. Height is same. Amplitude is 1. I forgot to give amplitude here. Okay. I hope you might have got this particular thing. Now the second sequence, this one, y of t. So how did you do this? So this, okay, I saw 1 or 2 papers, right approach. So -t +1. So first you have to do the shift. Okay, first you have to do the shift. You have, I don't know how you have done. What did you do? I thought you got confused there. So first you have to do the shift.
Sir, first,
Which one have you done?
first I did yes. So -t means I took the reflection, then I shifted.
Okay, okay. So first, this should have been the approach. I don't know. We will get same answer or different answer. Let us see now. First, you have to do the shifting, right? -t +1 to the left side. So this entire thing moves here. Then when you do the minus of this particular thing, you end up getting what? Something like this. The first signal will be from -0.5 to 0.5. Okay, -0.5 to 0.5. The second signal, what's going to happen is this entire thing is now going to come to the right side. Okay, sorry. Like this. So the answer of their multiplication is going to be 2 into 1. It's going to be this one. Height is going to be 2 and 2 into 1, right? Yeah, as it is. This particular signal amplitude.
Multiplication.
And you get a 1/2 here. Yeah. Did you get this thing?
No, sir. I thought it was a comma. I did it separately, both.
It was a multiplication. Okay. So I wanted you, given x of t and y of t, I wanted you guys to multiply this signal with this signal. Okay. I wanted you guys to multiply. Anything else, by the way? We have, who else was there? Darshan, was he in group A or group B? Nagaraj, Nutan, anybody in group A? How many thought that this was a comma and got confused?
Yes, sir.
Even in group B, we thought it is comma. We did separately. And
Who is
Yes,
I mean, I did
here
separately,
with
sir.
the thing, by the way? Oh, I have to remove this. Okay. Who is this Xavier? Okay, no. So everybody got confused there, right? So it was supposed to be multiplication. Okay, you are supposed to draw the first signal, then you draw the second signal, then you do the multiplication. Okay, I asked you to try those numericals, right, in the textbook. There you had these kind of numericals. Anyway, let us say the second one, by the way. Did you get the second one? So here also t minus 3 is easy. What is t minus 3? Where does it go?
So from 2 to 4, there will be a triangle.
So t minus 3. So this entire thing will move to minus 1 plus 3. Yeah. 2 to 4. Okay. So this signal will move to 2 to 4. What about y of 2t plus 2? First you are supposed to do shifting. Okay.
Shifting.
So 2t
Minus
plus
3 to
2.
1.
Entire thing will go to here, right? So it will come from minus 3 to minus 1.
Minus 1.
Okay, then you do this 2t. So when you do this 2t, minus 2 minus 3 will become minus 1.5. Okay, and what about this one, by the way? What about this one?
2 will become minus 1. Minus 1 will become minus 0.5.
Okay, both things will be divided by 2. And when you see, you can, there is no overlap between this signal and this signal. So the result would have been a 0. Okay, the result would have been a 0. And finally, this question. Okay, so yes, I confused you here with, so I give a clarification a little late. Y of n. By the way, this one, so from the very previous class, I hope you might have got that this is non-linear.
So the previous, excuse me, sir, the previous one which you taught, you told the answer will be 0.
Yeah.
You have to consider both x of t minus 3 into y of 2t minus 2t plus 2. That means how are we supposed to multiply?
The one below the other. See, first one was it was 2 to 4, right? Something like this. The second signal.
Yes, sir, 2 to 4.
Here minus it was a box.
Minus 1.5 to 0.5.
Right.
Minus 0.5.
Now, yeah, this way you can see 0 multiplied by the thing 0. Here triangle multiplied by 0. Okay, value by
Okay,
value, point by point. Okay, that was that. Y of t equal to e to the power x of t. So what are the properties, by the way? So Ihab, did you try this thing? X of t. So current value only. So this was memoryless, right? Memory. Huh? This was memoryless.
Yes,
To the
memoryless.
power x of t. I had told you earlier, you have this friend, okay, asks you 1 rupee first day, second day 2 rupee, third day 4 rupee, fourth day 8 rupees, right? So that is why, even though you can give some fancy number, okay, 1 lakh, and try it on your calculator, it will give you an error, right? So even though it looks good in the formulae, the tendency of e to the power x of t is this: for an increasing value of x, e to the power x of t might go unstable. Okay, so exponential signals can be unstable because of their exponential behavior. Okay, even though very difficult to be concluded on textbooks, so their behavior, this kind of shapes usually tend to be unstable ones. Okay, usually tends to be unstable unless if they give explicitly, if they multiply it by u of t. When they multiply it by u of t and then they give you a minus sign here. Okay, in this case also it becomes a conditional stability. Okay, then it becomes a conditional stability. So here the stability of x of t, okay, it's a debatable question because of the nature of exponential. Okay, so stability, no. Memoryless, yes, it was memoryless. Causal or non-causal? Current value only.
Causal.
So this was causal. Invertible, yes, and 2 to 3 students, they gave it correctly. It is invertible. Okay, this one was invertible. LAN, right?
Invertible.
Natural law. Time invariant or time variant? Somebody wrote
Time variant.
So this is time invariant because there is no t there, right? There is no t outside x of t. So this is likely to be time invariant only. And as we discussed, e to the power x1 of t plus e to the power x2 of t is not equal to e to the power of x of t plus x2 of t, right? So this was non-linear. See, e to the
Non-linear.
power x1 of t plus e to the power x2 of t. It is not equal to their multiplication, right? So this was non-linear as discussed in the previous class. I hope you did which books are you referring for this? How did you find this? So in 2 to 3 approaches, I saw a same approach. So from where did it come? We have any source. Which source did you refer? Prescribed book or some other book? For e to the power x of t.
I was using the slides, the presentation one which you have sent in classroom.
That thing only. Okay. Anyway. Okay. By the way, r to the power x of n. What happened here? R to the power x of n. What do you think? Stable or unstable? R to the power n x of n.
Unstable.
Unstable.
We discussed this thing when we are talking about exponential signals, right? So for R value, something like 0.5, what's going to happen? 0.5 to the power 1, 0.5 to the power 0.5 to the power 3. Decaying on the right side, but growing on the left side. Okay. And for the other case, for R greater than 1, growing on the right side, decaying on the left side. So if at all I had given a u of n here, then maybe it would have been conditional. But no, missing u of n simply meant that this thing is going to go unstable because of this presence of n. Okay, memoryless or with memory? No n minus or
Memoryless.
so this was memoryless. Definitely causal, no future values. Invertible, was it invertible? Invertible? Was this invertible? I think this is perfectly invertible, right? Y of say n equal to y of n divided by r to the power n would give you x of n. So this was invertible. Time invariant or time variant? R to the power n.
Invariant.
This is time variant. You can see here.
Time variant.
Other than x of n, Ihab, Darshan, are you getting this? See, this is a, as I told you, if at all there is any n present out of x of n, any t present out of other than x of t, such signals are going to be time variant. So this is time variant. Okay, this is time variant. Linear or non-linear, by the way? Linear or non-linear?
Linear.
So how did you get this linear,
Linear.
by the way? See, this is a simple r to the power n. Yeah, anybody other than, yeah, who got this thing? Nutan, what was your conclusion, by the way? Y of n equal to r to the power n into x of n. R to the power n into x of n. Linear or non-linear? Yeah, what do you think?
Linear.
You must solve this, right? Yeah, who? Nutan.
I solved it.
You can see
I had the
a to x of n will give you r to the power n into a1 x1 of n plus a to x2 of n only. So because x of n in the bracket, right? a1 of n plus a to x2 of n. This is the first case. A to x2 of n. Whereas the second case, in the second case, individual output, what does the signal do? What does the system do? Simply multiplies by r to the power n, right? Simply multiplies it by r to the power n. So here also, if at all I apply it to the individual system, it will be r to the power n into x1 of n. Then I scale it by factor a1 plus the second one, r to the power n into x2 of n, r to the power n into x2 of n, scaled by factor a2. So what do you think? What did you conclude, by the way? Inas, what did you conclude? Was it linear or non-linear?
So it's linear.
Yeah. Did you
Linear.
conclude the same thing only?
Yes, sir. Linear.
So Madhav, Nutan,
I
Darshan,
concluded that it is linear.
Vignesh, Shreya, I hope you might have tried this thing properly. The intention of doing today's whole exercise is, anyway, you all have tried properly. So correct the mistakes if at all.
Sir, the last questions, like, can you take similar problems for tomorrow's class? I got a bit confused between this problem, sir. The last one called time invariant things and all. Can you take two problems and teach us?
Yeah, we will do it. You do one thing, everybody, go through all the solved problems, okay? Give a fair trial to those unsolved problems in hiking. In case you go wrong or whatever, be true to yourselves, solve them. Then afterwards, after 1 or 2 hours, see the solution manual. See the solution manual. If at all you have any doubts, then maybe after some 2-3 days, we will come back to that. Okay. You try from your side. Okay. It is better tried and tested rather than heard. SNTS is a very good subject only when you hear it. When you try it out, that's when you realize it's can be little tricky. Okay. That's why you give it a try. And in case you go wrong, you see the solution manual. The solutions are given there. If at all you get it out, then let me know. Okay. So tomorrow what we will do is, once we are done with this, now that we are done, we will go to specifically linear time invariant systems, and we will study an operator called as convolution operator. You might remember I told you in the introductory class only, just like there is a plus operator and a multiply operator, there are so many nice things that you can do with a convolution operator. Okay, that's what we will do in the next class. Okay. So now let me